Hello and welcome to BattleTech, the Crescent Inception. It's been a week since I recorded that intro. I played a little bit of the game, got, some hours into it, and then I realized some things were going wrong, and as it turns out, there are several things that need to be sorted out straight away in this game, and I had missed the opportunity to do those. So what happened was I kind of scrapped all my recordings. It had been my original plan to just play through this in September, but now it's going to change slightly. What I'm going to do is have several longer episodes, and I'll probably just put one out every Monday until the game's finished. Anyway, here we have our character, this tiny blue speck in the middle of the screen there. On the left-hand side, you can see, the most recent inputs at the top left, and at the bottom left, my current inventory. So I have 50 C-bills, and I have those BDC, that's body, dexterity, and charisma. I'm not yet sure how to improve those statistics. We'll see if we can work on it later on. For now, though, let's go into this building to the north here. Do I want to enter the Citadel? Yes, I do. And we get a little graphic at the top left. Some sort of noble there and what looks like a receptionist. Anyway, you're standing in the House Steiner Citadel, the center of Lyran Commonwealth operations on Pacifica. And I have a number of options I can choose from. Let's request to see Katrina Steiner here. The sentry recognizes you as the son of the captain of security forces and informs Katrina that you wish to speak to her. She agrees, and you are escorted into her plush offices. I hope that's not supposed to be Katrina on the left, because she's supposed to have blonde hair, if I remember correctly. Hello, Jason. How are you? How's your training coming? I see that you haven't completed a mission at the training center yet. You know, you really should. That's what you're here for, after all. Well, must be off. I have preparations to make for the wedding, you know. The wedding she's referring to, of course, the wedding of her daughter Melissa Steiner to Hans Davian. Now, I'm going to do the second option here, visit the Hall of Legends. Our first exhibit is a portrait of Archon herself, Katrina Steiner, Duchess of Tharkad. Sorry, I have never heard these words for a long time, so I have my own pronunciations of them, and then hearing them in various other media said differently is like really difficult habit to break out of. So I'm going to say Tharkad for way too long. Anyway, it should be Tharkad, I'm pretty sure. Katrina is here on Pacifica for a short while, on her way to the Federated Suns for the marriage of her daughter Melissa. She's not actually going to the Fed Sun, she's going to Terra, for where Comstar is going to hold the wedding ceremony. So this game must be 3028, mid-3028, I think. Here we have a picture of one of the many battle mechs that help to protect our Commonwealth from the Liao. Again, that's another one, I'm going to say Lao constantly, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Liao. Marek and Kurita invaders. This example is a Locust, a very common mech. It is armed with a medium laser and machine guns instead of hands. Are we going to see pictures of these, or am I just reading descriptions of what Jason is looking at? This is an extremely rare mech, a Phoenix Hawk Lamb, so that's a land-air mech. This mech can convert from a normal mech to an aerospace fighter, or a hybrid mode pictured here. Where are these pictures? I want to see these pictures. I'm pretty sure they weren't in the manual, and they're certainly not on the left-hand side of the screen here. There are very few mech warriors who can pilot these complex machines. Perhaps the most skilled and famous is our own security chief, Jeremiah Youngblood. So that's our character's father. This is Edward Tellem, an extremely brilliant scientist responsible for much of the recovered technology we have today. He's also somewhat eccentric and retired somewhere north in Pacifica to be away from the people. Some rumours say that he is still alive, but he hasn't been seen in years. What do we want to guess that he is going to feature later in this game? Depicted here is one of the Defiance Industries battle mech factories on Hesperus 2. That's another planet I'm not sure about the pronunciation of, but we'll go Hesperus. This is one example of the Commonwealth's superiority in manufacturing and commerce among the successor states. That is probably the main trait that the Lyran Commonwealth has going for it. It's this massive kind of industrial economy. Our last exhibit shows the Battle of Mallory's World 12 years ago. Here, a lance of the Steiner mercenary unit, Kellhounds, fought off a determined Kurita invasion. The hounds stayed hidden in the trees, where they were difficult to hit, while Jeremiah Youngblood used his lamb's superior maneuverability to drive the Dracos off. So this is something that I'm reading about right now. So at the moment, I think I'm on my 6th book of BattleTech, which is the second one in the Warriors trilogy. So the Kellhounds feature prominently in that trilogy of books. And I'm not sure how accurate this is. We've never had any mention of this character before in the books, at least. So they're probably just retconning him into it. But I mean, there's dozens and dozens of characters, and the book only goes into a handful, so it could perfectly fit in for all I know. Anyway, I think that was the end of that. I would enroll in a combat class. I have 50 C-bills, but I'm pretty sure you need 75 here. Let's just read it anyway. Welcome to the Combat Skills Training Center. We offer classes to train you in the proper use of a bow or bladed weapon, training in the use of handguns and pistols, and targeting ranges to improve your marksmanship with a rifle or submachine gun. Beginning courses aren't very expensive, are very inexpensive, but the more intensive courses have substantially higher tuitions. Again, so like 75 to get the starting courses here. We're not going to bother with those at the moment, so we will just leave here for now. I guess I wanted to see what the fourth option was here, unless I'm forgetting anyone. Talk to others. Okay, this is an option that's going to appear in multiple buildings. Nobody here is interested. You may have noticed at the start, there's a number of grey characters moving around outside. What we're going to do here is move to the right. There's one of them. And if I follow him in, so will I enter the Comstar station? Yes, I will. You are standing in the entry hall of an official Comstar hyperpulse generator station. All around you, Comstar technicians attend to the interplanetary communication equipment, while several adepts, shrouded in robes and mystery, direct their efforts. They ignore your attempts at communication, so you settle down to one of the small public access computer terminals. Now, what I'm going to do first, talk to others, see who's here. So we've got Simon Hampton here. This is a character. Well, it's not really a character at all. Hi, Jason. How are you? Everyone is going to say the exact same thing, determined on what building you're talking to them to. So even if there were 10 different characters here with 10 different names, they were all going to say this exact piece of text. So you don't really need to talk to people. It's just a bit of flavor material. It's never going to give you anything interesting, really. I just stopped in here to buy me some of that baker stock. I'll make a fortune if they don't go broke. After I'm done here, I'm going over to the lounge. So we can follow him over to the lounge and see what he has to say there. But what we're going to do is inspect our accounts. The terminal screen clears. At its insistence, you place your eye over the retinal scanner to verify that you are indeed Jason Youngblood. After the terminal beeps confirmation, you blink a few times to redilate your pupils as your balance sheets print out on the screen. And I'm imagining like alien type sound effects here, as in the computer noise from Alien. Anyway, here we go. So C-bill account. I've got currently 50 credits on me, or 50 C-bills. I want to invest them in something though, so let's review the prospectus and see what we can invest in. So we've got 3 different companies I can invest in here. If I'm not mistaken, all 3 of these appear in the Lyran Commonwealth House Steiner sourcebook. Let's start with Defiance Industries. This is a relatively well-known one. It's the only one I know by name here compared to the other 2. Defiance Industries of Hesperus, CWSE symbol, DefHes. CWSE, I don't know what that stands for. It must be some sort of Lyran trading center. Is the largest battle mech manufacturing company in the Lyran Commonwealth. In fact, I think it's the largest altogether in all of the Inner Sphere. The company manufactures 7 mech types, including the huge Zeus and Atlas models. I don't think we're going to see either of those in this first game, but I'm sure they will feature in later BattleTech games. Currently undergoing an ambitious expansion program, DefHes has an attractive balance sheet featuring an assets-liabilities ratio of 2.19. Who knows what that means? The stock has shown consistent growth and exceptional stability. So this is one of the 3 different companies I can invest my money in. It's the one that's going to give us the slowest returns, but will never decrease in value. It might stay stable, but I don't think it's ever going to lose us money. It's just a really stable account to invest in. But there are 2 other options. They're a little bit riskier, but have the potential to give us bigger returns. This is the one that character, Simon Hampton, I was just speaking to, mentioned. Anyway, let's start with Nashsan Diversified. Nashsan Diversified, CWSE, symbol NASDIV, has a huge 30% share of the Commonwealth's computer market. They are involved in many fields, from foods to shipping to architecture. Active in absorbing other companies, Nashsan has a very good profit potential. However, the Lyran government has found occasion to question Nashsan's ethics and has levied fines against the company, imparting a certain risk to the investor. So this is going to give us better returns than, what's it called? The BattleTech company. I've already forgotten the name of, we'll see in a second. But has a chance that we will lose some of our money. So over a longer period of time, probably going to get better returns from it, but there is a chance in the immediate future that you might lose a little bit. Anyway, last one. Defiance Industries, that was the name of the company I was trying to think of. Baker Pharmaceuticals. Baker Pharmaceuticals, CWSE symbol BACFAR, has faced serious financial and personnel problems recently. Now that Narsan is circling about them like a shark, Baker is embarking on some new ventures that will either reap huge profits or will certainly bankrupt them. Investors with spare cash may want to take a risk on Baker, but less ambitious investors should look elsewhere. Well, we are anything but ambitious, so let's... Actually, you know what? We are incredibly ambitious. We're going to go straight for Baker Pharmaceuticals. Let's buy stock in Backfire, and we want to invest all 50 of our credits into it. So there we go. We have 0 in our current wallet, but we have 50 in our investment portfolio. Now what I'm going to do is periodically check back here, and I want to accrue as much money as possible in the early part of this game. I think I want to get at least 5 grand. Maybe not all of that's essential. We can worry about the rest of it later. But for now, let's leave Comstar. There's Simon Hampton. We could follow him to the lounge here, but I'm going to instead go all the way to the left. And we'll go north here. We don't need to stick to the roads. We can walk wherever we want. There's a couple other characters there. Again, they are all going to say the same thing, so none of those great characters particularly matter. I will enter the barracks here. You are in the cadet barracks. This is the place that you call home. Do I want to leave the barracks, catch some Z's? You don't really feel like sleeping since you haven't even gone on a training mission yet. You decide to postpone your nap until you've earned it. Okay, and there's 2 more characters here. Let's follow them and see if they go anywhere interesting. They're cheating. They can go through a gap I can't there. I think they're going into this weapon shop here, so let's follow them in. Are they both going to go in there? Yes, they have. Okay, enter the weapon shop. A mountain of flesh covered with tattoos and hair grunts at you as you enter the dimly lit shop. He is polishing a knife to a blinding sheen while keeping one eye on you. Let's talk and see who's here. So we've got Marcus Listen, and Jeff Rogers. They're both going to say the same thing. I just stopped in here to buy a new pistol. He's going to the mech repair shop, and we'll see. Just double check. Yeah, exactly the same text. Anyway, what can we do? Let's browse the store here and see what we can buy. The man behind the counter barks out an interrogative at you, and the gist of which is whether you are interested in bows and blades, slug throwers, or anti-mech weaponry. Well, we're not really interested in any of them at the moment, but we might as well investigate what he has for sale. Bows and blades, this is just a ridiculous character. Tell me why, in the 31st century, people are using bows. Oh dear. The proprietor shuffles off to a dirty display case, full of knives and blades. To his right, you can see a selection of archery equipment. Trying to sound a lot tougher than you feel, you grumble out a request to see. Let's start with the knives here. In monosyllabic grunts, the man mountain explains that a knife is more likely to kill someone than a fist. However, they aren't much better than a club. Rusty knives do more damage than clean ones because of the tetanus value, and these knives look capable of doing a lot of damage. They're almost free though, at only 2 credits. Well, I should hope so if it's mostly rust. What happens if I try and buy it? I'm sure I'll say something ridiculous. The shopkeeper checks your Citadel account and finds out that you can't afford this weapon. He tells you that all you can afford is 0. The shopkeeper grumbles that you should either cash in some of your investments, earn some more money, or look at less expensive weapons. Less than 0. Weapons so bad, he will pay us to take them away. Hey, I wasn't done in there. Let's go back in. Rails. Bows and blades. Swords. The shopkeeper explains that a sword is much better than a knife, in that a sword can lop somebody's arm off in one stroke. This is some incredible sword here if it can do that, whereas the knife takes quite a bit of sawing. Okay, his eyes twinkle at the thought. The price tag says swords sell for 10 C-bells. No, again, why are people using swords? Other than like ceremonial swords and the whole create a society thing, or why is this a weapon that people are spending money on? Ridiculous. Vibroblades, here we go, very Star Wars. I wonder who came up with vibroblades first. Whatever. Let's see what they have to say. Vibroblades are a very common weapon. Common? Shouldn't that be uncommon? Okay, just everybody has a vibroblade apparently. Being basically a sword that vibrates at an extremely high rate of speed, allowing it to cut through most any armor or flesh easier than the standard blade could. He's asking 100 C-bills for it. What a rip-off. It's a very common weapon. And why is it worth 100? Bows and blades. Look at this ridiculous short bows. We're playing RuneScape again here. And now here he says you're getting into ranged weapons. Oh wow, here we go. Which means you can poke the other guy from a distance instead of having to run up to him and club him. These little arrows don't do much damage. Yeah, I shouldn't think so. But if the other guy has a knife or something, you can really limber him up by the time he gets to you. So basically, if you're going up against someone unarmed, a bow is a decent weapon. 10 C-bills, worthless. Longbows, how much better could these possibly be? With this bow, you're going to get a better launch on the arrow because of the tighter pull of the thing. Still don't do much damage, but it hits harder than the little bow, and it can shoot a little further too. 20 C-bills, will you buy it? Absolutely not. I'm not sure, can you salvage weapons in this game? People carry, like, all the enemies you'll come across have, like, randomly generated weapon sets. I wonder if you can go over to their bodies and take their weapons. Whatever, we're never going to use that feature if it is indeed in the game, because we're just going to buy the best gun right at the outset here. It doesn't hold back. I think there's some weapons that aren't sold here, but we'll worry about them later. Anyway, crossbows. Now you're talking about a bow. This thing uses these stubby little quarrels, which are a lot heavier than the other bow's arrows, and so they poke harder. You're still no match for a good gun, but you're almost as good as a little pistol. This baby will run you 35 C-bills. No, thank you. Slug throwers. Let's have a look here. The proprietor ushers you to another corner of the store where there is a rack of pistols, guns, and rifles. You look over the merchandise, occasionally frowning or raising an eyebrow, and then point your finger at pistols. The proprietor takes one of the pistols out of the display case and points it at you. Much to your dismay, he then turns the handle towards you. And points it at you. Much to your dismay, he then turns the handle towards you and lets you heft it. He explains there isn't much better than a good bullet, although this is the cheapest way to get it, at only 40 C-bills. No thanks. Surely, how could a bullet be better than a bow and arrow? That makes no sense. Rifles. You are ushered to a wooden rack against the wall holding a variety of long rifles. The proprietor explains that a good rifle has a much longer range than a pistol, and that the bullet hits harder also. He tells you the price, which is 80 C-bills, and from my limited experience in this game, I've seen some ridiculous things like rifles and various other infantry weapons having significantly longer ranges than mech weaponry. But we will discuss that when we get to that point. There was one more thing here. Yeah, submachine guns. Here we go. This is my favorite weapon, exclaims the shopkeeper. You notice a detail you hadn't before, that he is wearing a bandolier of machine gun ammunition across his chest. I don't know how you could miss such a fact. You decide not to antagonize the man any more than necessary in case he just, hits you with a bandolier? I don't know. He goes on to explain that the machine gun is like a rifle, only that it will hit the target a lot of times instead of only once. The ultimate anti-personnel weapon at only 250 C-bills. Is that even true? Sorry, I hit yes there. My mistake. Let's go back in. There are other weapons, anti-personnel weapons, that are not sold here. We'll see if we can get one later. I don't know if we'll get them through shops or from looting bodies. I don't even know. Browse. Anti-mech weaponry. The proprietor grins widely as he hoists a missile launcher on his shoulder and points the thing right down your nose. You try your best not to be intimidated as you ask to see SRM launchers. So short-range missiles. The proprietor hands you the missile launcher and explains that it is one of the few weapons that can actually penetrate mech armor. Though it only does a couple of points of damage, those might come in very handy at times. He grins broadly when he tells you what these missiles will do to a man. You stammer out a price inquiry, and he mutters some age-old axiom about, if you have to ask, then you can't afford it. It's 1,500 C-bills. And with my current balance of 0, I definitely can't afford it. Last weapon then, Infernos. He hands you a missile launcher, but he pops out the ammo and slips in an evil-looking cylinder. He explains that this ammo is a gelatinous goo that adheres to a mech's armor and burns at a ferocious temperature. It raises a mech's heat by 6 notches, which may cause a shutdown. With no damage to the target, When you ask what it would do to an infantryman, even he shudders. He tells you that it costs 1,500 C-bills, avoiding the question. Will you buy it? I will at some point, but not right now. And we are done here. We're going to leave. So yeah, we want that Inferno launcher. We definitely don't want the SRM launcher. There may be times later in the game where you need to fight a mech on foot, in which case the SRM launcher is just going to... Let's follow those guys down. Oh, I know where they're going. They're not going where we are. So let's just ignore them. And there's someone else going north there. We're going to head into the lounge here. Looks like we just missed whoever was here. Talk to others. Anyone around? No, nobody's interested. You are entered a small lounge. All around you, people are engaged in conversation, dining, and listening to the awful entertainers. Yeah, what was I saying? we were talking about, fighting mechs on foot. I suspect trying to take down a mech with an SRM launcher, you're going to be dead long before you have a chance to do it. But with an Inferno launcher, you can cause the mech to shut down pretty quickly, probably, especially if you've got a team of people attacking. And then you can just run away, which is probably the smarter option. Anyway, a couple more places to visit here. Let's go into the Mech-It loop here. I don't know what is the meaning of this name here. Like, I've never come across this in any of the other BattleTech stuff I've read. So it just seems like a really strange name, but let's go in. Jesus, look at that face on the left. Look at that guy's teeth. They're blue. And why has that guy got like a purple smudge? I don't even know. Anyway, you are standing in the entryway to a huge battle mech repair center. And I have a whole number of different options. Anyone in here? No, nobody's here. Not even these two guys are here. They don't want to talk. Ask to apprentice. This course is taught by experience, not by namby-pamby book learning. We also expect to be remunerated for our time, to the tune of 500 C-bills. Are you sure you want to do this? I do, but I can't afford it. But let's see what happens if I try. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but Comstar says your balance is 0. Don't come back until your check won't bounce. Visit Speed Shop. What on earth does this mean? You enter the small side shop and you are accosted by the smell of grease and molten mech armor. Accosted? Is that the right word there? Whatever. There are piles of parts on the floor and several of the techs are gathered together bragging about mounting some outrageous combination of weapons on tiny mechs. You decide that if you did have a mech, you would certainly want to have the modifications these techs will do. Let's seek out those techs later in the game. Have mechs repaired. Why the hell not? The techs gather around and laugh at you for a while. One manages to tear himself away from the hilarity long enough to look at you with wide opened eyes and inquire, what mech do you want repaired first? He stumbled backward to his comrades as a new fit of laughter breaks out. Buy mech ammunition. Something similar is going to happen here. The techs point out that ammunition for mech weaponry is too heavy for you to carry around on your back. That is true. Mech ammo, at least in BattleTech, comes in 1-ton blocks, with the very rare exception of half-ton blocks. But even that still, it would be quite incredible to see you lugging around a half-ton block of machine gun bullets. You'd probably do better if you had a mech to put it in. Well, we will have one of those soon. No one else to talk to. Let's leave. Who's this guy? Oh, hang on, I'm caught in a building here. Right, he's gone into the north, but we are only interested in going down here, and this guy seems to be stuck. Let's go into the armor shop. The proprietor welcomes you to his armor shop, waving his arms grandly in an attempt to encompass the whole of his store stock and focus it all into your attention. What will I do? Anyone in here? No, there is not. Again, we don't need to talk to others, it's not important. Repair armor, what's he going to do here? The shopkeeper, trying not to offend you, carefully points out that you are not currently wearing armor. This reminds me, I need to show you something before I go into the final building here. Let's browse though while we're here. Upon showing interest in his merchandise, the shopkeeper rubs his hands together in glee and begins to extol the virtues of his merchandise. So we've got 5 different things we can buy. Let's look at the flat vest first. Excellent craftsmanship marks this triple mesh cloth and metal fiber suit of armor. It's designed to protect against slugs and arrows. Against arrows, yeah, blimey, such a common threat, I imagine. And can even protect modestly against laser weapons. That is something, yeah, there are infantry-sized laser weapons in this game that weren't for sale in that first weapon shop, so I don't know how to get them. We'll need to look out for them. Lightweight, it won't hinder your mobility, and it has a damage absorptive rating of 25. Costs 50 C-bills. What happens if I try to buy it? The shopkeeper consults his banking terminal and discovers that you're not quite as well heeled as you led him to believe, seeing as your account balance is only 0. The shopkeeper suggests that you either cash in some of your investments, earn some more money, or look at less expensive armors. Okay, reasonable. Let's go back in. We've done those things now. We've earned some more money. Let's continue to browse. Flak suit. Now here's quality for you. This fine full body suit is made from the same material as our excellent flak vests, but is extended to provide full body coverage. Although you won't be nearly as agile, the suit's extra bulk boosts its damage absorptive rating to 40. 150 C-bills, so that's 3 times the cost, but almost double the armor protection. But it says it slows me down, so I guess that means lower maneuverability in combat. So we will I somehow doubt that's going to have much impact, unless I'm trying to rapidly close with a mech. But, well, we'll see. I don't want to buy it. Light environmental suit. Here's a product whose success always amazes me. On an oxygen-starved planet, these sell like hotcakes, but I'd never have guessed they would sell so well on a habitable world like Pacifica. I guess it must be the damage absorptive rating of 30. These suits limit your mobility, but they're cheaper to repair than flak suits. Okay, well, we don't know how much repairs cost yet. This costs more than the flak suit. It also limits maneuverability, and it gives a lower damage rating. So, and I expect to have so much money that repairs are just not going to factor into it, especially since I'm going to be repairing mechs eventually. I fail to see how a personnel suit or a single person's suit could possibly cost as much as that. Not interested. That reminds me, Pacifica, the name of the planet we're on, actually known as Chara 3, I think, Chara 3. And then I think it's referred to as Old Stormy as well in the books. Heavy environmental suit. I sell a lot of these to warriors such as yourself. Off-world, they are excellent protection against the environment, but here, I think they are used mainly because they have higher damage absorption than even the flak suit. At 50 points, they are inexpensive to repair, but are restrictive to your mobility. 10,000 C-bills. This is something to save up for in the late game. I will not be wasting my time getting 10,000 C-bills at this early stage. Will I buy this armor? No, thank you. Eventually, maybe, but not now. And ablative armor, the last thing. Here we go. Don't tell anybody where you saw this. They're black market items only. Ablative suits made of the same material they use to shield mechs when they are making assault landings. So I think that means jumping out of the dropships from atmosphere. These suits will completely stop laser beams, but they're worthless against other weapons. So, okay, that doesn't sound great. They don't hinder your movement, but they are horribly expensive to repair. 1,000 C-bills. Will I buy this armor? No. And that's us done. Right. One thing I want to check. Let's open this so I can have a look around. So, heal characters. What's this here? Nobody's wounded. Okay, I didn't think so. Inspect the character. Well, let's show the overhead map as well. Oh god, I thought the game crashed there for a second. So here is the map of the Citadel. So I started up in the top right corner there. You can see the Comstar building in red. And then moved my way around. Now this large park to the right, that is the BattleTech, or BattleMech, sorry, training facility. We will be in there shortly. In fact, it's where we're going next. But there's one other thing to do, and that is to inspect my character here. So my name is Jason. My weapon is a cudgel. We don't even have a knife. I wonder if cudgel is one of those less than zero weapons they were talking about. Armor, none. Health, Jason is the picture of health. Okay, I should hope so. Skills, and then we have the 7 skills there. So we have bow and blade, the most useful skill, of course, bow. Pistol and rifle. I don't know why pistol and rifle. Pistol's just a single weapon. It has an entire skill dedicated to it. Maybe there's a laser pistol. I don't know. Maybe rifle covers submachine guns as well. We will have to look into that. And then there's 2 mech skills, gunnery and piloting. And then there's 2 kind of support skills, I guess you would say. That's tech and medical. All of them are currently listed as unskilled. I think it goes unskilled, amateur, adequate, good, and then excellent. And then we've got 3 random pieces of kit at the bottom there. Medikit, no, we don't have. Mapper, we don't have. And field surgery kit, we don't have either. Now, I want to leave this place with all my skills as high as they possibly can be. So that's the top 3 all set to excellent, which is what I need the most money for. I think I need, what, 5 grand for that or something. Gunnery and piloting, I'm going to level those up in the training missions, which is where I went wrong before and why I'm having to start from 0. But I'll explain a little bit more as we go on. And then medical, I can't do anything. We have explored all of the Citadel and we have not heard anything about medical courses. We have seen 1 apprenticeship for tech, and if I am not mistaken, it goes straight to adequate, which means maybe there's another one later that will take us straight to excellent and skip over good and skip over amateur. We will look into it later, but I definitely want that skill. It's going to be handy to have as soon as possible. And I've not heard anything about those 3 random items, so we won't worry about that. But ideally, the first 5 should all be excellent, and then the 6th scale tech should be adequate. And then worry about medical later. Okay, now we have only one thing left to do, and that is to go into the training center here. I'm going to make a save before I go in, and then we will begin the next part of the video. Will you enter the training facility? Yes, I will. Okay, last building. Here we go. Before you can go on a training mission, you will have to pass the written quiz. Hopefully you have studied your books. I have studied, don't you worry about that. Okay, right. So on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got a diagnostic of a wasp here. With all the armor value set to 0, but whatever, all those black boxes. This is basically like a copy of what you'll see when you actually load up the combat part of this game. So it's got all the various internals listed on the right-hand side there, heat sinks, heat level, that large black bar along the bottom. And the white bar that's going across its legs is pointing to the area it wants us to identify. So we have a huge list of items on the left-hand side. Not all of these items are ever going to be pointed at. This one here, confusingly, is the foot actuator, which is in the shin by the look of things. But whatever. This is the one. That is the elbow actuator. And this one here is the gyro housing. And here we go. Okay, so we successfully completed that quiz. Now, I want to say I think I successfully completed that quiz because what I found is you can just select any options and it goes, "Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. Begin your next mission." So completely optional, waste of time here. You don't need to do anything about it, but I'll be doing it or identifying them correctly for each of the training missions I show. Anyway, greetings, Cadet Youngblood. You look like you're ready to begin your mech warrior training. Are you ready to accept your first training mission? Yes, I am. The objective of your first training mission is to familiarize you with a mech and the training grounds. You have to choose a mech and pilot it to the far southeast corner of the training grounds and return. You will be judged on a pass-fail system determined by the time you take to complete your mission. Go on as straight a path as possible, but walking through forests and lakes will slow you down. Choose the fastest mech for the best chance of succeeding. Good luck. Okay, so we have a choice of 3 mechs here. We have the Locust, the Wasp, and the Chameleon. These 2 here are both 20-ton light mechs. This Chameleon here is a 50-ton medium mech, specifically designed for training new mech warriors. We're going to be leaving this one alone for a while, and we'll just be using the first 2. Since we were looking at a Wasp a second ago, we're going to choose this one first. It's even included in the manual, so we'll go with this one. The Locust is the fastest mech here, Chameleon's the slowest, but I'm going to deliberately fail this mission just so I can explore the area and show you what happens when you do fail a mission. Here we go. Oh my god, is there going to be a sound effect? Yes, there was. How exciting. This game, you do feel like totally isolated playing it because there's no sounds whatsoever. Anyway, here we are. We can wander around here. Since we're not in combat, we have free movement. So you see here, my kind of feet are obscured. That's because I'm in light forest area. And again, in shallow water, the same thing happens. In deep water, most of my mech is obscured. And we move around the edges here. Why not? I'm just exploring the training grounds. You can see the Citadel is walled in completely by this huge area. I think this rock area does slow us down, but it doesn't provide us any cover. This is all stuff that's going to come up in combat. So here is the bottom right corner. That's where we needed to go. You have made it to the southeast corner. Now get back to the training center. Okay, on my way. There's a large kind of L-shaped building in the center here. We're going to be using that later on. I'll explain why when we get there. Here's the other corner. So we've done a whole loop of the place. We've taken far too long to successfully complete this mission. Again here, trees. That's thick forest there. And then on the edge, you got a little bit of cover. This is going to slow your movement the most, but provide you with the most cover. Alright, you took too long, Cadet. You will have to refine your mech handling skills before we can improve your performance. Remember, your mech moves slower through forest and water, and it really slows you down in heavy forest. Of course, you're a harder target to hit then, but this test is only measuring speed. Try again later, when you work up the nerve. Okay, failed the mission, but never mind. Let's go this way. We're going to see where this guy goes. Anywhere interesting, anywhere where we can chat to you. Watch this, I can speed him forwards just by walking against the wall here. I've actually limited the game speed a bit because I find that the default value, at least on my PC, of 3000 is just like comically fast. Who knows where they're going. Whatever. Let's not hang around here. Jesus, look at this massive crowd of people here. Let's go up to our bed and we'll catch some sleep. Enter the barracks. Catch some Z's. You don't really feel like sleeping since you haven't... Okay, right, fine. Whatever. sometimes at the end of a mission, it wants you to go and take a nap. Let's move back around. Something tells me that this mission won't even be reset, so I don't even know. Is this guy going in there? Okay, let's talk to him and see what he has to say. Talk to others. Vic Earhart, what a name. I just stopped in here to watch the men work and see if I can't learn something. After I'm done here, I'm going over to the Citadel. Okay, let's go this way. You know what, let's follow him up to the Citadel and we will just check all the various things that people can say. He moves marginally quicker when I'm advancing the game step by running against a wall here. Or just running anywhere, really. Come on. By me, taking the scenic route here around the edges. You better not get stuck here. I have seen some of these grey characters get stuck against buildings. Okay, what's he going to say in the Citadel? Better not leave. Talk to others. Vic Earhart again. I just stopped in here to hone some of my weapon skills in the combat class. After I'm done here, I'm going over to the Commissar Station. Leave Citadel. Okay, right, that's enough of that. We've heard enough. Is this a building? I don't think it is. No, you can't go into that one. I think we've spoken to people who have been in there before, so we're not going to waste our time. The reason I am killing time right now is because it does take time for them to reset the training course, and if you try going again soon, they will just tell you to leave, which is why I went to sleep, or try and sleep at first, but it wouldn't let me yet, probably because I failed the mission. Again, we're going to have another one of these quizzes every single time. You can pick anything, it will let you through. Elbow actuator. Now that is one of the three things, don't ask me why, but there was a foot casting, a foot actuator, and a foot unit. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the foot unit, but like, why would the right foot be the foot unit and the left foot the foot casting? Who knows? Foot unit it is, and that one's like something random, like, let's see if we can find it. Torso mainframe, that's what it is, up on the left shoulder there. Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. Yeah, begin. Next mission. Let's go. Yeah, the objective, we've read it before. We're going to go for the fast mech this time, Locust. We're going to have another sound effect. Wow. Oh look, we got a different graphic here. You have now seen all 100% of the different mech appearances that there are in this game. Either you have a mech that looks like this, or you have a mech that looks like the red one we saw a second ago. Right, I've reached the corner. Let's head back. I'm not going to hang around here. Avoid walking over the various rocks and trees. Slow me down. And that's us done. Congratulations, Youngblood. You did well on that test. Considering you chose to use a Locust, the results are hardly surprising. We will ready the course for the next training mission. Report back here when you are ready. Okay, now we have completed that training mission. What's going to happen next is my C-bills will increase in just a second. And what that means is that a day has passed in-game, essentially. Now, this only happens after you've completed a training mission. There we go, 15 C-bills. And in a second, I'm going to get another lot of 15 C-bills. And when that is done, I'm going to go into the Comstar Center here and check how my investments have developed over those two installments. Because the money you've got invested only changes when you see more money added to your account. So if I have a really good return, I will continue playing. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is go back and manipulate it a little bit so I get the best possible return, allowing me to get all the money I need to get all the training courses in this first part of the game. Now, I touched on this briefly. If I check my character here, you see I'm still unskilled in gunnery and piloting. For some reason, the game is designed so those two skills can only be leveled up in the tutorial area of this game, the Citadel. Once you leave the Citadel, you can never increase those skills further, which is a ridiculous design decision. So I'm having to manipulate this first part of the game to max those out. Otherwise, I will never get that opportunity. It's ridiculous to me. I mean, I guess, yeah, okay, you're in a training center. Where else are you going to learn it? But surely on, first-hand experience going against whoever I'm going to fight later, no spoilers, would be beneficial. Anyway, that's me got the 30 C-bills, so I will check back with you in a second once I've kind of manipulated the money to be the best it can be. Okay, here I am again, and what you see in the bottom left is I have 15 C-bills. That's because after the 2-day gap, allowing 30 C-bills to come in, I had a return of just 9 C-bills. My stocks had crashed, or the stocks had crashed. So now, coming in after just a single day, you see my investments of, I think I put in 50, have doubled, and I have 104. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 15 more credits, bringing it up to 119 I have in total. And then I'm going to leave Comstar. Now, when I do this, I will no longer get any more C-bills until I complete another training mission. Failing a training mission doesn't count, so it's only when you successfully pass the training mission you start getting more money again. So I kind of lock in the savings. It's a really weird system, but you can manipulate it, and I'm going to get you something positive. Once I have bought everything I need to in the start of the game, I will start actually investing properly and not just cheating and gaming the system. Put it down to this game being from 1988. Okay, it's ridiculous that I would need to do this, but I genuinely do. Otherwise, I will miss the opportunities to get things altogether. So let's leave Comstar now, and we're going to go to bed before we do our second training mission. Okay, let's go into the barracks, catch some Z's. You drift off into a contented sleep. You awaken to the sound of sirens blaring warnings to all of the cadets. House Marek agents have infiltrated the Citadel and are holding Katrina hostage. They are demanding immediate Steiner evacuation of the planet. All around you, your friends and fellow cadets are gathering their equipment and rushing for the starport. You grab your clothes and dress quickly, but you're not going to turn tail and run. No, the only thing you're packing is a vibroblade, and not in a suitcase. Katrina has provided a good living for your family, and you're not going to leave her to those Marek terrorists. You slip out the window and make your way through the trees to the Citadel. You peek over the low wall, right into the eyes of a Marek watchman. He is as surprised as you are, but you're quicker, and he's now headless. You drag the body behind a building and swap uniforms, but you loathe even touching this infidel. Oh my god. How did you manage to take off his head without covering his uniform in blood? Who knows? I guess gravity doesn't work on Pacifica, and the blood just floated upwards. You walk through the front entrance of the Citadel, grunting at the sentries posted there. A Marek officer stops you in the main hall, questioning you about the blood that is covering your collar. There we go, what did I just say? You explain that the blood is just like your filthy mud. That doesn't make any sense. What an insult there. Just like your filthy mud. Whatever. You Drac. Sorry, wrong enemy type. You scream as you plunge the vibroblade into his gut. Footsteps are scrambling from around the corner. What was even the point of using the disguise? You made it like 6 feet in the door. We made it. Scrambling from around you in the corner before you... scrambling around the corner before you... and you realize your cover is blown. You duck into a closet, and with perfectly executed gymnastic flair, you leap to grab a light fixture, slice a hole in the roof with a white-hot vibroblade, and escape into the ventilation shafts in the ceiling. Drawing upon your photographic memory, you visualize the floor plan to the Citadel. You stealthily make your way to Katrina's office, where they are most certainly holding her, because where else would they hold her? You peer through the vent and see Katrina tied up in a chair, slap marks covering her left cheek. You have arrived just in time to see the grungy leaders of the Marek invaders rear back his hand, and he stops and grabs his ears, as you do also, because of the loud siren sounding. Then a voice comes through. Jason Youngblood, report to the Mech Warrior Training Center. Jason Youngblood. You sit bolt upright in the bed and realize it was all a dream. Rubbing your eyes, you climb out of bed and get dressed again. What a story, Mark. Leave the barracks. I wonder if we're going to get any more C-bills here. I don't think we will. Let's just head down and begin the next training mission. I will about turn if I see more money appearing. Oh, look, we have. Okay, right. Turn around. Let's go see what our investments are worth. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to manipulate the game into giving me the best returns. I need this money. Okay, so we've just put another one of our 15 C-bills, stipend from your parents, into our investments in Baker Pharmaceuticals here. So we're up to 262 here. I found that after 2 of those payments, my money was worth less. So I think, again, it steps up and then it steps down if you leave it too long. It looks as if it has doubled, but what I've noticed is it can more than half if you get a bad run. So it looks, yeah, if you get a good luck, you will double your investment. But if you get bad luck, you will lose, well, a good 80% of it or something. Let's head down to the mech training center for our next mission. Taking a stupid route here. Try and walk in the most straight lines possible. That is not it. Is this guy going to the lounge? If he is, I want to go in there, because I haven't spoken to anyone in the lounge yet. In you go, come on. No, he's not gonna. Okay, whatever. But these guys, anyone going here to the lounge? No, of course not. Okay, that's enough of that. These idiots are stuck in this corner. Right, enter the training center. Again, we have another one of these quizzes. That is the foot casting. Again, didn't we see foot... Whoa, hang on a second. Yeah, foot unit on the left. That is the foot casting. This is the jump jets. Jump jet intake. And yeah, there we go. What was I just saying? This is foot unit. Why they have two different ones, I don't know. Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. Congratulations on successfully completing your last training mission. Are you ready to accept your second training mission? Yes, I am. Your second training mission is only slightly more complex. Somewhere on the field, it's a piece of rubble. Choose a mech, go out there, find the rubble, pick it up, and bring it back. There is no time limit on this mission. Okay, so we are going to choose the Locust, since that worked so well for us last time. Let's head out onto the field. Those sounds, man. Other cadets snicker as you leave the training center. Do they know something I don't? Let's find the rubble. Its position is randomized around the field, so we'll just do a loop. What could they possibly be laughing at? Now, one thing I was trying to trigger, but couldn't find a way to do it. There's actually a piece of text I'm sure I read somewhere, but I forget where, that will allude to what I'm doing right now and why it is a stupid idea. Hey, look. Oh, look, there's the rubble. It looks like an anchor to me. I've no idea what it's supposed to be. Like, what's that blue bit? Is that like a black question mark above it as well? Who knows? You realize your Locust has no hands and can't pick it up. Oh, how embarrassing. So we're going to have to return empty-handed, so to speak. No-handed. To the training center. You should have chosen a mech with hands, you idiot. At least this will teach you better resource management. Try again later. Oh, humiliating. I'm sure, yeah, I have read somewhere in one of these random chats people talking about laughing at some cadet who does that exact thing. He goes into that second training mission with a mech with no hands. I have a feeling it was in the barracks, but I haven't seen anyone up this corner. Every time I come by, they're always like walking the other direction. Yeah, again, I'm not going to get any more C-bills here. I'm just killing time so they can reset the training course. It's only at the end of a successful mission, although it looks like there are maybe some plot things that can move it forwards as well, just like going to sleep and getting that dream. Let's go and speak to Katrina Steiner, actually, because I have a feeling she has something else to say, if I haven't missed my opportunity already. Let's enter the Citadel. Request to see Katrina. Katrina congratulates you on your efforts to graduate and hopes that you will be as capable a mech warrior as your father. Well, we hope so too. She cautions you not to neglect the other areas of your training, such as the combat classes offered here. Don't forget those bow skills. They are vital. Before you can get a word in edgewise, she is bombarded by a flurry of interruptions from her officers and is swept away in a blizzard of paperwork. Okay, let's see what happens if it... Yeah, Katrina's unavailable at the moment. Perhaps you should try again later. There will never be a later. Goodbye, Katrina. We are not coming back to you ever again. Leave the Citadel. Where are you headed, Grey Man? Are you heading north or south? Oh, it's going to be south, isn't it? Yeah, okay, whatever. Reporting. Let's go and do that second training mission again. In fact, yeah, I think he's going to say something else in the barracks here if I try to sleep. Let's just check that one last time so I don't need to do this again. Catch some Z's. The anxiety you feel from the memory of the other cadets laughing at you for failing the last training mission keeps you from falling asleep. You toss and turn and finally resolve to neither eat or sleep until you redeem yourself in front of your peers. Let's go do it. Can I get through this gap by... Yeah, okay, I can go diagonal. I tried using the numpad to move quicker using diagonals, but is really, I don't know, alien to me, counterintuitive. These guys aren't going in here, are they? No, of course. Where are you going, man? Surely not to the lounge. No. Sorry, just wasting everyone's time there. Let's go and do this. I'm going to make a save here, actually. And go in. Training center. Another quiz. Are you going to go forwards there? Okay, there we go. That is, of course, the foot unit. No, it is the gyro housing. That is the foot actuator. You're seeing now that some of these are just not in the game whatsoever. There's one I know that hasn't come up yet. I wonder if it will in a second. Foot actuator. That is the foot unit, not hip unit. What ones? Yeah, I'm still waiting for the intercooler. I don't think hip unit is in it, or weather seal, or shoulder joint. I think leg main shaft might be. So is the balance strut. That's in a really strange place. I don't know what a balance strut is, but it's there. Armor plating is not there. My armor bundle is not there. Antenna mount's not. Collective strut, don't know what that is. Stabilizer's not there. Heat sinks aren't there, or venting either. Anyway, what was this? Foot unit. Right. Didn't do... sorry, where am I? Didn't do so well on your last mission, did you? Well, we are giving you another chance to complete it. Your second training mission is only slightly more complex. Somewhere on the field trouble. This time we're going to go back to our wasp, and we will actually have hands to complete this mission. Hopefully we can find the rebel a little bit quicker. Oh, sorry, I spoke over that sound effect there. How could I? Let's move south. We are going to do a loop here. Look at that strut. That is a powerful strut. Where is the rebel? It is not here. How am I going to pass it? Is it in the top left corner again? Yes, it is. Okay. It is randomized, I promise. Oh, I didn't read the text. Whatever. The mech picks up the rebel. There you go. It's as exciting as that. Well done, cadet. You wisely chose a mech with hands, so you could pick up the rebel. Report back here for your next mission later. I've had a thought. I reckon at some point later in the game, we're going to need to pick up something. Probably not rebel, unless maybe it's move rebel. I'm going to make a save here so we can manipulate the money again. Let's go and do our investment business again. So what did we have? We had like 250 odd something. Let's move around. See what we get. Where's my money? Come on, that 15 T-bills. It's taking so long. Is it not going to give me any more money? And if not, why not? Concerning. Ooh, I don't want to go into Comstar building because that usually stops the investments. You know what? Fine. We can work with that. We'll go and sleep. We did get a couple I wasn't expecting, like from when we had that dream. Enter the barracks. Catch some Z's. You've had a good night's sleep, so you're not tired anymore. And hopefully we won't get any more bad dreams. Or good dreams. I don't know. Maybe we're going to rescue Katrina Steiner. I'd be a hero of the Federation. What an obscure Starship Troopers reference that was. Let's move around here. I'm just going to hang around outside. Just in the odd chance. Now, okay, there's going to be no more C-bill increments, so let's go inside. Training center. Before you can go on a training mission, you will have to pass... Oh, yeah, of course. I don't know why I was reading that. I forgot temporarily what we're doing. Gyro housing. That's the foot unit. There's the torso mainframe. Here we go again. Congratulations on successfully completing your last training mission. I'm pretty sure I was going to say the same thing every single time, so I won't read that anymore. Are you ready to accept your third training mission? Yes, I am. By now, you are pretty good at walking around. It's obvious you have increased your piloting skill. We're going to see how you handle using your weapons. We've put a worthless locust shell on the field for you to go and pummel. It can't move or fire, so you're perfectly safe. Choose your mech. Go plaster it. Let's choose our wasp here. And what I'm going to do is load up. Right. We have a couple options here. Do you want the computer to fight for you? I'm going to pick no here. Later in the game, I'm going to pick yes always because combat in this game is tedious as all hell. So we're going to click no. Do we want messages? Yes, we want verbose. so we can actually see what's going on. Do not be tempted to press none, or you'll have no idea what's happening. And if anything, you will actually slow the game down because you need to do more manual checks to understand what the state of play is. And see combat graphics, yeah, of course. We want sounds. Here we go. So we have options. I don't know why. See, my character's highlighted in like kind of blue and kind of, not blue, what am I on about? Magenta and cyan and yellow there. I think that's almost like a graphics bug. Could be something to do with DOSBox. I feel like it should be highlighted in less garish colors. But I think that's just everything inverted. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I can walk, I can run, I can jump. I can't jump in the Locust, but the other three have jump jets, I'm pretty sure. I can use my weapons. I can kick. I can assign the computer to do tasks for me, which is what you should always do. Never accept the computer in the... Well, when it asks you, do you want the computer to fight for you here? Assign it in-game... once combat has begun, because then you can cancel out of it. You get a check at the end of every turn. Do you want to take manual control? And that is preferable to just getting locked into suicidal or just idiotic actions by the computer. We'll try never to get ourselves into any of those things. We can scan units. Next unit allows us to select multiple party members or cycle between them. And we can flee. Let's not begin the fight because we haven't done anything. Let's scan the unit. So we can scan ourselves here, and we can check detail scan here, and we get a full readout on our mech here. So it's Wasp. It is a Wasp, sorry. 20 tons, piloted by Jason. Rider, apparently. Okay, so we can get other people in board the mechs. I don't think they will do anything. Maybe it's just passengers of kind of importance. Maybe we'll have a Katrina Steiner in our mech. Who knows? Armament. And its locations. We have a medium laser in our right arm. You can't see it in that graphic. I'm trying to think, is it the Stinger or the Wasp that has a basically like a big gun that it holds in its hand? I can't remember which. Maybe it's both. And we also have a SRM 2-pack, which I can't show you because there's no mouse in this game. But if you remember where the jump jet intake was on the left hip, or left-hand side of this graphic here, the right-hand side is where that... left leg, SRM 2-pack. So yeah, this is facing me. So yeah, right hand side for us looking at it, but on the mech's left side is where the SRM2 is. And we've got various actuators that tells us if we can move or how fast we can move. And then you see the green is on the various bars there, that's armor, and then red is internals, if I'm not mistaken. Or perhaps it's like kind of just your last bit of armor. I noticed the heat bar is filled up. I will need to investigate. We'll have a look at that and see how it works. Does the bar go down or does it fill up red? Who knows? On the right hand side, that's my back armor, rear armor. So obviously your mech is more vulnerable to attacks from behind. Let's move on, and we will scan not me, but the enemy. There it is. There's the enemy mech, and because you're not anymore zoomed out, it gives you a handy direction where it is. So it is east of us, obviously, because we are on the far west hand side. Let's do a detail scan of our Locust here. You'll see all the actuators are gone. So this mech cannot move. It is done. It has plenty of armor though, so it is full health. A little bit less rear armor by the looks of things. Locust 20, don't know the pilots or the riders. It is armed Locusts with 2 machine guns and a medium laser under the nose. But the graphic is going to be a Wasp every time by the looks of things. That's fine. I'm pretty sure that's common in every BattleTech game. They have like a generic readout. Okay, that is enough of that. Do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to flee the battle. You should return to base and then run back inside just so I can show you this amazing text here. What kind of sissy would turn tail and run from a situation like that, Mr. Youngblood? We are going to have to reconsider your scholarship. I think it would be best if you did some soul searching as to whether you want to become a mech warrior and continue the glory of the Youngblood name. Truly an inauspicious start to our mech warrior career. I'm probably going to regret doing that now because I have to kill time again. Is anyone ever going to go into the lounge? Oh my goodness. Could it be? Right, we're going to see. Someone's gone in. Let's talk to them. Worth it. Worth fleeing just for this. Who is it? It's Marcus Lytton? I don't know how to say that. Wow, look at this text here. I just stopped in here to boogie. After I'm done, I'm going to the training center. Good for you. Leave. Let's get him out. I want to see, can I talk to someone in the training center? It has never given me the option before, but maybe that's just because no one was there. Move around. Sorry, I'm humming because I need to create some sort of soundtrack, some sort of noise. Remind myself I'm still alive while playing this game. Anyway, in we go to the training center. Yeah, another quiz. Here we go. Why is it slow sometimes? There we go. That is the elbow actuator. Somewhere. There it is. That is the intercooler. The first time we've seen that one. And that is the torso mainframe. Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. If I don't, will it give me... Well, you'll never graduate if you don't do it on the training missions. Yeah, let's talk to Marcus Lighton here. I just stopped in here to go on a training mission. Hey, you see that fool? He took a locust out on mission 2. After I'm done here, I'm going over to... Yeah, okay, that's where I must have heard it before. Who's he talking? Is he pointing at me, I wonder? Well, maybe he just didn't hear about me. Apparently there were 2 idiots. What am I doing? It should already be reset. Yeah, here we go. Alright, elbow actuator. Torso mainframe. Random foot unit. Right, it's time to pass this mission. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go and do a locust. Boop. Here we go. Do I want the computer fight? No, I don't. Verbose. Yes, I want to see the graphics. Okay, let's move. Right. Here's where my mech is standing. That blue square at the bottom there. So I can move through the forest here. And you see I can move 4 steps here. That is because it's heavy forest. If I show you, like, maybe scout around this way, by avoiding the kind of deep forest there, I know it looks like there's a gap between the trees, but that's just nothing deceptive. I can move a lot further. Ideally, if there was nothing, I should be able to move all the way down to, well, with the locust anyway, the furthest corner, because it's the fastest moving one. Then depending on different speeds, maybe the wasp can get to here and chameleon gets to about here or something. You see where it is yellow, that means that I can move there in a single turn. If I go red, it's going to lock in that location and it will try to move there in the next turn as well. So that can be handy if you're trying to get somewhere quick and you just want to skip through a couple turns, but can be also a hindrance if the situation has changed. Anyway, let's move. I wonder what happens if we try to jump. Okay, begin the fight. Again, see, it's trying to move to where my location was. And you start to see how tedious this combat is going to be. Let's move all the way over there. Go. Run. Where is this guy? I think he's to my south. Maybe I should scan, but whatever. What is this? Right, okay, hang on. Where is he? He's to the west. Is this guy empty? Why is he parked like that? This is interesting. Run. Oh, there he is. Hang on. Let's just begin the fight. Move this ridiculous. Oh, he is turning to face me. Oh, that is frustrating. This mech has no jump jets. Press any key. Okay, that's right. Okay, if I try and use a different move strategy, you see how it cancels it. You have 8 movement points left. I have 12 movement points left. Okay, let's see if we can get behind him here. I think he's gonna... No. Turn to face me, is he? Right. Whoa, look at this. That's mad. Right. Let's move this way. Okay, we are now... What is going on with these moves? Let's move to here. And we're going to use our weapons. We are going to assign this to our target. Use machine guns, so you can see the range here. Short and medium laser. Target here. So all our weapons fired on this guy, all short range. Let's go. Let's begin the fight. Okay, so we shot him a bunch of times. Let's just double check something now. Friends, detail scan. Our heat bar is imperceptibly changed. I think it's because we didn't even move, so whatever. Let's not even care about that. And I want to check something else as well. Let's... I'm sorry, no. I'm trying to scan this guy. Has his rear armor gone down? I think it might have. No, because look, his arms have gone down as well. Whatever. I felt like when I was playing this game before, I was having a hard time actually being able to target people in the rear, so I don't think I'm going to bother because I suspect it doesn't function as it should. Right, the local computer's going to take over. The computer is currently moving this unit. Begin. Just keep doing this. I forget I already have my weapons targeted. It will continue to fire the same weapons every single time. So I'm getting a brief description of what's happening in the top left here. How are you missing? Okay, 3 criticals there. Get a wee graphic of my locust. Hang on, that was firing missiles. Okay, whatever. Let's keep firing. Hang on, it's moved. Mech is destroyed, whatever. You should now return to base. I will do just that. You see that pile of rubble? That's going to stay there for the rest of the game. Corpses are indefinite. That's not the right word, but they will just stay there indefinitely. Not much left out there, is there? Of course, if you'd chosen a mech with some more firepower, it would have taken substantially less time, wouldn't it? Well, you're here to learn after all. Go get cleaned up, and we'll let you try your hand at some real combat next. Okay, exciting times. Let's make a save here and go and do our C-bills. Okay, here's our latest check-in with our investments here. We have 560 now, which sounds like a lot, but we need a lot more. Probably add another 0 to the end of that number, and we should be good. Let's leave Comstar, and we are going to go and get a little bit of rest before we begin our 4th training mission here. Now I know it says do not neglect your other skills. We will be going for them later. I want to build up all the money I want, or all the money I need first. It's better to just leave it all in there because the amount you're going to be getting interest on is greater, so it's quicker this way. Let's go and catch some Z's. You have a good sleep. No one's here, so let's go and move through this gap and head south. For our next training mission, here we go. Training mission number 4. Enter the training center. Another one of these. We have torso mainframe, intercooler. Is this a new one? I have a feeling that is leg main shaft here. Okay, well, we don't actually know if we passed. Anyway, do we want to begin our 4th training mission? Yes, we do. It's time to see how you respond to a reactionary opponent. We rounded up a group of old lady robots and outfitted them with rudimentary intelligence and a variety of weapons. That sounds like these robots were like fleeing for their lives. We rounded them up. We gave them weapons. Haha, we're going to make them fight a mech. Your mission is to go out there and eliminate them without getting your mech shot out from under you. Okay, well, that sounds easy enough. What did we use last time? Well, we used the Locust. Let's use it again this time. I'm tempted to flee again, but we won't do. Do I want the computer to fight for me? No. Yes. Yes, I do. Let's scan the enemies. Now, there are 3 of them. And look, there's the wreckage of the Locust as well. The number of enemies that there could be is... Oh my god, look at the top left. Enemy human is the picture of health. These poor guys. And holy crap, this guy's armed with an inferno. So yeah, not only is the number of enemies randomized, the type of weapons they use is randomized too. This guy's got a crossbow. 2 of them have infernos. Okay, we have like a genuine threat in this mission. We might... Well, let's just set the computer to do it. And look, you see, he is now going to give us 1 single turn's worth of moves. Let's move here. And let's get through towards them as quick as possible. Here comes those infernos. Let's continue to close in on them. Slightly concerning here. Does it say we have a... Let's scan ourselves. What's the heat? Nothing. Okay, I wonder if they've been missing and I haven't been paying attention. Begin the fight. No, seeing hitting let torso. Oh look, we've got a little graphic here as well. That's cool. Right, finally, we're firing back at them. Someone firing their crossbow at them. Right, scan. enemies. He said there's one dead guy, but thankfully it was the crossbow guy. I want to check our heat just one final time. Look, a tiny amount of red heat. So maybe that Inferno launcher is not as good as I thought it would be. Maybe I should go for the SRM launcher. We'll worry about it later. For now, let's wipe out these guys. Don't know why he's walking it into the water here. Oh, he got another shot on us. Look, he's firing missiles at the top there. That's definitely missiles. Killed him. Okay, the enemy human, or is that android, has been defeated. And they're bloody cool. Yeah, look, there's like blood from them. I think we've been lied to here. I think we've been killing some poor defenseless workers, rounded up. Anyway, that is the end of this mission. I said if you flee, there's some text about running from something that you should have won, but whatever. Very good, Mr. Youngblood. Although shooting up a bunch of androids, yeah, androids in air quotations, may not seem like much, you kept your head in a combat situation. The rest of your training missions won't be so easy, however. Okay, look at our balance now, over 1,000. So another 2 successful returns should give us around about 4,000, which should be enough to start doing some of the courses. Let's leave Comstar and go and get some rest. It said in the when you review the prospectus, it says they may go bankrupt. That can't happen. They can completely drain all your investments in them, and you can have zero. But the company will always be there to make bigger returns. Anyway, catch some sleep. Yes. Okay. Let's leave, and we're gonna go on our next training mission. Move around here. There's way more great characters in this game, or in this area, than I have yet spoken to. I wonder, well, let's just begin the training mission. Another one of these. Here we go. Jump jets. That is a new one. That is balance strut, which is for some reason in the wrist. And that is the foot something casting. There we go. Are you ready to accept your 5th training mission? Yes, I am. Welcome to the big time. Combat against another mech. You will be engaging a remote-controlled locust in a one-on-one situation. Is this really going to be remote-controlled? Use your training and skills to best your opponent. You will pass this test if you destroy the enemy while your mech is still standing. By the way, we've disabled your combat computer for this mission. If you're going to win, you'll have to do it yourself. Good luck. Right, we're going to pick the Wasp here since we did the Locust last time. Boop. And, yep, we have no option to use computers. We want to see all this. What we're going to do is assign our medium laser to target this Locust here. Out of range, but never mind. And we're going to assign the SRM to do the same thing. Then what we are going to do is we are going to run to here. And we'll begin. And then we'll begin again. Okay, so we are now firing at each other. I have more long-range weapons than he does. Let's move again. Right, you see him. He is in light forest. I am in heavy forest, so I have better armor. In fact, he's right out in the open there. Let's nope, I don't want to do that. I want to. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to just fire because I'm in the forest. He is not. I think he's going to probably try and move in, but if he's just going to stand there, we can slug away at him with much better armor value. And we'll just blast our way through this fight. We should win it. Oh my god, someone's overheating or getting stressed. Oh, another new little graphic there. The Wasp firing. We're only going to see those 2 graphics. Oh, okay, right. Something has happened here. You can see at my feet now is some flames. Let's scan here. Have a look at my mech. So no heat yet. However, if I stand, I should have actually had a look at what my mechs... So I've lost armor in my leg and left torso. Or is that right torso? No, it is left. And I've lost some heat sinks as well, probably when I lost that torso. I wonder what condition he is in. Let's scan the enemy. Detail scan. Here we go. He's lost the left arm. He has lost all the armor in his left leg and left torso as well. And he's lost one of his machine guns. Now what I'm going to do is walk out of the flames there. So I will not suffer the penalty of standing in fire, which is going to increase the speed at which my mech overheats. So that is one thing you do need to keep an eye out for. I think it can happen anywhere. I don't think it's limited to forested areas where fires can be. I never checked my mech. Oh, I did, yeah, and it was fine. Oh, another critical. Did I just lose this fight? How? I think my left leg got shot out from under me. I can't believe I lost that. Okay. That should not have happened. I got really bad luck there because I was playing just fine. I was in the forest. He was not. I just had terrible luck. An excellent, though unsuccessful attempt at mech combat. I would say that is a pretty accurate summation of what just happened. Experience will provide you with the edge you need to succeed next time. Let's try again. Training center. Okay, another quiz, of course. I can't believe I lost that fight. Elbow actuator. Where is the thing? Oh, there it is. Jump jets. And the forecasting. Yes, we have read this before. It's time for the big time. We're not messing around anymore. Chameleon, here we go. We now weigh more than double what the enemy locust is going to weigh. And we have the same graphic as the wasp. I mentioned that before. There are only those two graphics. Here we go. Computer, what happens if I try to use it? Nothing. He won't let me. Use weapons. Look at this weapons list here. So we have medium lasers, 4 small lasers, 2 medium lasers, a large laser, and 2 machine guns. Fire everything at this one poor sucker over there. Out of range, everything, but the large laser is not out of range. In fact, it's not even long range. So we'll be firing at him. Nope, I don't want that. And again, what we're going to do, now that we have all our weapons assigned, is we're going to run. Look, there's my destroyed mech. We're going to run just here. I'm not seeing my guy fire for some reason. How? Oh. Are you going to fire at him? Okay, there we go. I'm in the flame again. Look how many lasers this thing has. It's going to overheat so quick doing this. Whatever. I'm not even going to run from the flame. I'm just going to blast him down. Where is this locust? Look at that. Destroyed so quickly there. Just completely outclassed. You should return to base. Oh, hang on. It's just here, isn't it? Okay, congratulations. You have defeated a mech in one-on-one combat and taken your first step towards earning the title Mech Warrior. Now go rest up and celebrate while we repair the mechs. Report back here later and we'll take your ego down a couple of notches in your next test. Rick Atlas, one of the other cadets here at the training school, though much older than you, comes over to congratulate you on your victory. He tells you that he's going over to the lounge to relax and asks if you wouldn't stop by later to join him. You are a bit surprised since he has never talked to you before, but tell him that you'll see him there. But before we go to the lounge, what we're actually going to do is go and check our investments. We got 15 C-bills straight away there. That is somewhat concerning because it means I'm not going to have a chance to reset it, so to speak. Let's go this way, hopefully before the 30 happens. Oh wait, no, I want to wait for the 30. We will wait just here. Sprint against the wall, always a good way to speed the game forwards. Again, I'm running this at like 20% of DOSBox's default value here, and even this is probably quicker than it would have ran back in the day. Is it going to give me another 15 credits? Maybe it won't. Okay, let's just see what the damage is to our investments. Hope for the best. Okay, good. We have been lucky there, and it's given us 2.5 grand. Chained investments, buy more stock in Baker Pharmaceutical. Why wouldn't you buy it? It's just going up and up. Yeah, just under 2,500. Right. Let's go and speak to Rick Atlas then. What a name. I wonder if he has any relation. Let's move. Come on. Let me go this way. Oh god, it's awkward moving in this game sometimes. There we go. He should be in the lounge then. In we go. Talk to others. Rick Atlas, here he is. He's waiting for us. Rick invites you to sit at his table. The two of you are engaged in light, friendly conversation when one of the senior techs stumbles by. He's clearly inebriated and is being none too friendly. He leans over the table, spilling, or deliberately pouring, some of his noxious beverage on you, then breaks into laughter. How old is Jason Youngblood? Is he like 12 years old? You quickly stand up as if to challenge him, which makes him laugh even harder. Maybe he is 12 years old. Rick grabs your arm and hauls you back into your seat. He then interposes himself between the two of you and urges the burly tech to go on home. Oh god. The tech starts to resist, griping loudly as to why some baby-faced kid with a famous daddy should be allowed to shoot up some valuable hardware, which he then has to fix up, just so this kid can shoot it up again. Stupid. The kid probably hasn't even been to the starport yet. Rick succeeds in ushering the tech out of the lounge, i.e. he was thrown out, and returns to the table. You sit somewhat dejectedly, there's a word I can say. When Rick tells you not to take the drunk's comments personally, you respond that it's hard to keep high self-esteem after a barrage like that. God, what a guy. Sorry. Then Rick asks you if it's true that you've never been to the starport. You've never been 100 meters to the north? That's incredible. When you grumble out a yes, he reaches into his vest pocket and pulls out a small electronic device, which he gives to you. When you ask what it is, he tells you that you'll know when you need to. Then he leaves. Oh, very mysterious guy, this Rick. We need to sleep before we can see the next mission. How ominous. What do we reckon this mysterious package is going to be? Or this electronic item? Catch some sleaze. Some sleaze? Some Z's. Let's go through this gap. Okay, it's time for training mission number 6. Our toughest one yet. But before we do that, something I keep meaning to do and have continually forgotten to do. Inspect our character. Let's look at our skills. So we're seeing gunnery is unskilled. Piloting is adequate. So I think we've gone up 2 steps. We've gone through unskilled, amateur, and now we're at adequate. So here's where I went wrong before. I just kept doing these missions and then ended up finishing them with, like, I don't know, something like adequate in gunnery and good in piloting. I want to get both excellent, but how to do that? Well, I will show you in just a second. First I'm going to make a save, then begin the next mission. Okay, another one of these. Don't know why I'm surprised by that. Where's gyro? There it is. That's jump jets. That is foot casting. Are you ready to begin your 6th training mission? Yes, I am. Now we're going to have your toughest test yet. You will have to face more mechs than you have previously. Get ready for the fight of your life. Well, it's got to be Chameleon, hasn't it? Okay, I don't want the computer to fight for us. Not yet, anyway. Now I will assign the computer, and now I'm going to begin the fight. Now, whether we win or lose here, it doesn't really matter, because my end goal is to stop the fight before I can win it. There's one mech. Where's the other one? Okay, there they both are. Good. We're both in sight. It's perfect for us. Let's just keep blasting away here. There's my dead wasp on the ground. I'm still gutted about that. I did everything right there. I just had really poor luck. Where's that locust going? What's he doing up there? Oh look, we have the wasp graphic because we are that red character. There is only 2 mechs in all of BattleTech. Mech destroyed. Okay, right. We're just going to take the fire here because we haven't assigned our weapons. But we are not going to do anything else. We are instead going to flee. You should return to base. Okay. Right. Now, if everything went correctly, a true mech warrior, especially a Youngblood, would have won that battle. We are going to repair these mechs and give you another chance later. Okay. Let's first save here. Then, inspect our character. And look at that. Right. Gunnery, amateur, piloting, good. All you need to do is to destroy a mech in training to level up your gunnery. But you can only do it one step per mission. So, we got adequate gunnery already from that previous mech we destroyed in mission 5. Yeah, training mission 5. And now we've got another step in both gunnery and piloting for destroying this one in mission 6. Had we destroyed the second mech there, we wouldn't be any better off than amateur and good, except we would have progressed to the 7th training mission, whereas now we are still on the 6th training mission. The significance of that is that I can continue to do that 6th mission and continue to level up our gunnery and our piloting, which is what I'm going to do until they are both at excellent. But for now, I need to go and catch some sleep, and then I'm going to complete that mission. Well, no, I'm not going to complete it, am I? I'm going to attempt it one more time. Let's go through the gap. Barracks. Catch some Z's. Oh, the anxiety, yada, 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 yada. We have... Was that gonna... I should have read that, actually. Did it say that they were laughing at me? What for? Laugh at me because I picked the locust to pick up some rubble, but I destroyed one of them. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go into the training mission. Yep, here we go again. That is the foot actuator, well known to be in the shin or ankle. What is this? Oh, that's elbow. And that is torso mainframe. Yes. 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 Here we go again. Beep boop. Whoop. No. Verbose. Yes. Computer. Begin the fight. Oh, we're standing outside of cover now. Oh, blimey, where are they? Oh, they're in that corner. Okay, this is something we were going to try and abuse in the next training mission. We can get at least one of them. Look at this. We're like point blank range now. I think we're in kicking range, actually. We might see that happen. Yeah, look, the Locust is trying to kick me. I've no idea what the ordering for the various weapons is. Let's keep blasting. That other Locust isn't even firing at me. I think it's because his friend's in the way. I didn't realise that line of sight played a factor in this game. Is he firing at me? I can't tell. Yes, okay, he is firing. He was just waiting his turn. Let's fire again. We will destroy this Locust here. Taking its sweet time. Oh no. Steam's coming out of his armpits. Happens to the best of us, Jason. Come on now. Why is it taking so long to destroy this guy? Hit head. Come on. Blow him up. Yes. Sorry, what? My mech is destroyed. This is garbage. Well, the computer is obviously crap. Ah, disappointing. Mainly because I now need to wait a bunch of time. Let's just inspect. Piloting went up because we did a mission, but gunnery did not because we didn't destroy anyone. Well, that was garbage. Because we should not have lost that. I need to kill time again before I can do the next mission. We've had atrocious luck in these training missions. We had... the Wasp shouldn't have lost its fight. And then we had... the Chameleon just... it outweighed the two of them by an extra 10 tons. and we outgunned them. We were in like range or whatever. None of us were in cover. We just got torn apart. Okay, we are going in for our next attempt at the 6th training mission now. Let's go foot actuator for this. I have a theory. Hang on, what's that one? Gyro housing, okay. And that's intercooler. Yeah, I have a theory that you don't get any more skills unless you answer that quiz at the start correctly. Now that is a wild theory. I need to test it. Let's just go chameleon. No. And what I want to do now is run into the forest here. Let's just begin moving this direction. Let's just move a little bit more to here. And then we're going to assign all our weapons. Oh, hang on, no. That's the one I want to target. This one, target here. Hang on. Just checking I'm targeting the right guy here. Okay. Thankfully it keeps in memory the last one that you fired at or targeted. Okay. Let's begin this fight. I'm in cover. Oh look, we got a new graphic there. I'm blowing his arm off already. Surely not. Oh, I didn't see if I actually blew his arm off there. He's only fired one machine gun. Okay, one down already. Let's use our weapons on the other guy. In fact, hang on. We can do this quicker. Computer, begin the fight. Like, surely there's no way we can lose this one. We're in a straight up slugging match with someone who's less than half our weight. He's not even in cover. The Wasp looks nothing like the Chameleon, by the way. They are two very distinct looking units. They should be anyway. Whatever. Neither one of us is in cover, but I don't suppose it matters. Mech is destroyed. Right. Now with a bit of luck, our gunnery should be good. If it's not, I'm in trouble, because I don't know how to further increase it. Congratulations, with the odds stacked against you, you still managed to win. You are well on your way to graduation and to the title of Mech Warrior. Let's save here and inspect our character. Please be good. It's not, it's adequate. And the question is, how do you further advance it? We will need to look into that more later. First though, we are going to go and check our investments. What was it, $2 grand or something like that? Okay, look at this now. We're over $5 grand. So although we're not getting our skills up, we are still making good money. There is only one more training mission, which I need to fail, well, at least twice, I think. So let's sleep. If I can't get this gunnery up, I'm really annoyed, because I did start again. I'm pretty sure I came out with like adequate before. What was my piloting? Excellent. Okay, we will need to look into this a bit more. Let's make a save here, and then I'm going to go and begin the next mission. Okay, then we're about to begin the 7th training mission for the final time here. This time we are going for all 3 kills. Let's forecasting, gyro, and the torso mainframe. Yeah, 7th mission. Okay, here we go. Chameleon. Do I want the computer to fight for us? No, we don't. And we want verbose, and we want to see the graphics. And what we're going to do here is run into the forest, since that was working for us last time. Good fight. Okay, we are already got a target in range here. I'm going to manually take control here. Let's target this guy. This could be a tough fight. If we've got 2 guys coming at us already. I need to kind of keep my distance here. Walk. Yes. Let's go into the deep forest here. I think just one step to the south would give me better cover. Or maybe not. Okay. Well, we'll blast them. I realize now this is a mistake because they're going to go into the forest as well. Let's jump across here. See, they are coming in. Okay, one destroyed. Let's use our weapons on this guy again. Target here. Target all our weapons. Nope. I need to watch my heat here. I think I'll be fine, but I may shut down if I'm using too much. Right, begin the fight. Don't come any closer. Good. Okay, he's holding his distance. That's perfect for us. I don't know where the third mech is, but we're in a good place for taking them out. Okay, second mech destroyed. Let's see if I can run to here. Begin this fight. Okay, here he is. Let's have the computer take control now, and we'll begin the fight. He's out of cover. Look at all the corpses of locusts there, by the way. This is absolute carnage. No wonder that tech was annoyed. Keep blasting. Keep firing. I'll be gutted if I lose this. This is the wasp fight all over again. In fact, there's the dead wasp at my feet. Keep firing, come on. Bring him down. Okay. Third locust destroyed. Let's return to base and check once and for all. Have I got my final? Congratulations with the odds stacked against you. You still managed to win. You are well on your way to graduation and to the title of Mech Warrior. Same as before. Let's save here. And check. Inspect our character. Excellent gunnery and excellent piloting. Just what we wanted. Now to go and manipulate the stocks one final time. Because the next mission, something slightly different is going to happen. Let's move up here. This way. Are we going to get any civils here? I don't know if we will. We'll hang around here for a little second. I will save, just in case this triggers the civils here. Not save, sleep. Gonna need to anyway. Yes, enter the barracks. Catch some sleep. You have a good night's sleep, so you're not tired anymore. Leave the barracks. Let's go this way. Doesn't look like we're going to get anything, that's fine. So what we're going to do is start withdrawing our funds here. So, enter the Comstar station, inspect our accounts. We have 5171. Let's change our investments here. I'm going to sell our Baker Pharmaceutical stock, 75 credits of it. So still have over 5 grand in the account. And then I'm going to leave Comstar and head over to the Citadel. Katrina has told us not to neglect our studies. Let's see if we can talk to her one final time now. Okay, she's too busy. Enroll in a combat course. Bows and blades, our favorite. Let's make sure we max out this skill. By looking at your transcript, I see you are completely unskilled in the use of bows and blades. Who can survive in the 31st century without skills and bows? After several grueling hours in the classroom at the hands of a skilled instructor, you have mustered a passing grade. Better yet, you feel more confident with the weapons and are more accurate and effective with them. You are informed that the school has already transferred the tuition funds from your Comstar account, so you have paid in full. And that is us done. So what I have to do now is go and sleep, and then I'm going to repeat that step with the other 2 training courses. Alright, catch some sleep, yes. Leave the barracks. Keep going. Now at some point, C-bills might start coming in again with this, in which case our funds might go through the roof. Let's do this. And do you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to inspect my accounts, terminal screen. I'm going to change my investments. I'm going to sell my Baker Pharmaceutical stock. All of that, the whole lot, is now on my person. And then I'm going to buy Defiance Industries, 5,000, and do the maths, 21. That should leave me 75. Right, so I now no longer need to worry about my funds going down. I have more than enough there to do the rest of the courses. I'm going to show you one of each course just so you can see the text, and then I will just blast through the rest of them off screen. Enroll in a combat course. Oh, of course. Oof. It's going to make me wait, isn't it? And then just run up against this electrical fence here. Nothing bad's going to happen. Be ready, please. Enroll in combat course. Okay, there we go. So the next course, worth 200. We don't want to do it. We want to do the pistols one. I see you're completely unskilled when it comes to pistols and handguns. The text is going to be exactly the same every single time. Leave the Citadel. So again, I'm going to sleep and then show you once more what the rest is. Okay, rifles and SMGs this time. By looking at your transcript, I see you're completely unskilled with a rifle or some machine gun, and then the same text once more. Okay, it's time to begin our second course in bows and blades. By looking at the transcript, I see you're an amateur in the use of bows and blades. And then same text. By looking at the transcript, I see you're competent in the use of bows and blades. Okay, our final course then, bows and blades. By looking at the transcript, I see you are a whiz in the use of bows and blades. Of course, we invest so much time into our use of bows. And that is it. That is the final course for bows and blades. Okay, so let's check our in character now. You will see we have excellent bow and blade, excellent pistol, excellent rifle, excellent gunnery, excellent piloting, but still unskilled in tech and medical. That is as well as we can do at this point. I've withdrawn the last of my funds from the Comstar Center because I'm going to go and spend them now. The first thing I want to get is a weapon. Now, perhaps I'm making a mistake here, but I'm not going to spend 1,500 on a pointless rocket launcher. What I'm going to do is just buy a submachine gun, because I think that is a decent weapon for the first part of the game anyway. And if I come across a mech, I'll just run for my life. The shopkeeper hands you the weapon and gives you some brief instructions on how to use it properly. Don't point it at nobody unless you're going to kill him. Then he tries to imitate a respectable business owner by wishing you a good day and hoping that you will visit him for all your weaponry needs. Well, we may be back here, but I somehow doubt it, knowing how this is going to go in just a second. Right, we have a couple other things to spend our money on. Let's go down here. Past the lounge. Oh, look at that, our C-bills are coming in. Let's just wait here for a second for another block of money. I don't know why that started happening. Is that because I bought something, maybe? Maybe I shouldn't have taken all my cash out. Are we going to get another payment? Maybe I did already and I didn't even notice. Right, okay, I don't see any. Oh, hang on, there we go, perfect. Okay, up to 1891 now. Let's go in here, we haven't been in here in a long while, and ask to apprenticeship. This course is taught by this, yes. The techs take you back into the shop and show you their techniques for grafting armor plate, repairing internal structure damage, and replacing damaged weapons and heat sinks. You can't grasp most of the technology, but you certainly feel more competent than you did before. Money well spent. So we will check our character now. Inspect character. Tech is now amateur, so again we've skipped over adequate. If there's another course later in the game, I suspect we'll skip over good and go straight to excellent, which is what we want. Now we are going to go this way and move around to the south. Are we going to get any money? Let's just hang around outside this shop here and just see if I get another C-bills investment, because I spent money there. I was not getting any C-bills while getting the courses. Something tells me I'm not going to get anything else here. I wonder what triggered that. Maybe it's because I withdrew. Oh, look, no, I did get it. Okay, fine. I mean, if I had left all that money in Baker Pharmaceutical and continued to manipulate this, we could be in like the 20,000 range. But like, what are you going to spend that money on? It's kind of ridiculous. I'm just going to wait for one final payment here. Come on, give me this. After I've bought the armor, I'm going to go and put all this money back into, there we go, into Defiance Industries. Right, browse. What do I want to buy? This is out of my price range, 10,000, no thank you. I think the flag suit is probably the best option. Gives us the best armor rating. Let's just do it. The shopkeeper is delighted that you have selected his store to make your purchase. He guarantees the quality of the material and workmanship, gives you your merchandise, thanks you, and hopes for your future business. Okay, we're done here. Let's go back to the Comstar facility, and then after that we have only one more thing to do. Then we are finally out of the Citadel. We've been here so long. I mean, literally hours. I've been playing this for 3 hours now. I'm not going to include all that in the bloomin' video, but like I genuinely think this is going to be like an hour-long video. I'm just going to hang around here and see if I get... Yeah, okay, I did. Okay, we'll get one more. It's too late now to invest our funds, because once I do that, we won't get another 15. Yeah, I've been playing this for so long, but if I'm going to upload this, I mean, this is already past the point at which I wanted to upload on Monday, so this is going to be a late episode coming out. Jesus, if it's an hour long. There we go, 1300. Let's go in. The terminal screen. Well, I'm only going to upload in 1720. Or 1720, that's a weird resolution. 720. Change investments. Buy stock. Defiance Esperus. 1301. All my money is down there. Down the drain. Leave Comstar. Let's inspect our character. Inject him? Jesus. Weapon, machine gun, armor, flak suit. That's what we want. And all our skills are max. It doesn't show that random bit of electrical kit that Rick Atlas gave us. The coolest name ever. Come on. There we go. Are we going to get another 15 here? Who knows? Let's move around there. Are we going to continue to get our 15 credit stipend in a second? I do not know. Let's make one last save here. And then there's only one thing left to do. Begin training mission 8. Oh, no, sorry, I'm mistaken. We have a final quiz. Let's get it right one final time. Let's cheat the quiz. No. Gyro housing. Main leg main shaft. Where is that? There it is. And job jet intake. Greetings, Cadet Youngblood. Congratulations on successfully completing your last training mission. Are you ready to accept your 8th training mission? Yes, I am. Now we're going to have your toughest... Now you're going to have... No, it is weird. Now we're going to have your toughest test yet. You will have to face more mechs than you have previously. Get ready for the fight of your life. Okay, so we did 1 mech, 2 mechs, 3 mechs, 4 mechs this time. Well, we have a choice of mechs. I'm going to pick the Chameleon. Now, the reason I'm going to pick the Chameleon is because this is the last opportunity in the game to use it. And not just use it, but have access to it in the later part of the game. We can go and get locusts and wasps, but we will never have another opportunity to get a Chameleon. And given that it is the heaviest mech in the game, it is foolish to pick anything else at this point. Chameleon, here we go. Let's hear that beep boop for one final time. Boop. These mechs are unlike any you fought against. You feel uneasy. Do I want the computer to fight for us? No, I do not. I want the descriptions and I want the graphics. Let's have a look. Not at us, but at the enemies. 4 mechs here. And look at the top left. Enemy Jenner. A second Jenner. A third Jenner. A fourth Jenner. 4 Jenners here. Detail scan. Jenner. Tons. 35 tons. So much more heavier, or much more weight than, or mass, than the last previous half dozen locusts we fought against. Armament, 4 medium lasers. So 4 times the firepower of a locust. In fact, even more than 4 times the firepower, because they got an SRM missile, or SRM-4 as well in the center torso. Behind the head, I always thought the Jenner design was really weird. I haven't got a picture of it here, I've just got the Wasp. But yeah, it looks like it's going to blast the back of its head off every time it fires. But I think they kind of swivel up. Anyway, we're not going to do anything else here. We're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to cautiously, and by cautiously I mean sprint full speed, to the north. Why are we doing that? Well, let's move. They're trying to actually kill you. This is no training mission. Let's see where they are. Okay, 2 of them are coming. Perhaps 2 of them will get stuck if we get lucky. We need to continue to move to the north and put some distance between us and them. Let's move to there. Oh, is this us? Is that Jason Youngblood? I think it must be. Those are Kurita mechs. You can see the dragon symbol on them. Let's continue to move. Up we go. You look around and see that the Citadel has been destroyed. Look at that, everything's just trashed. We need to run. We are no longer bound by the electric fence. We need to move this way. Cretans have raided Pacifica and destroyed your army. Are they still pursuing us? I think they are. They're in the forest. Those two. He's moved around to the south of the building. He's just worked his way around north. So they are closing in. Let's, oh Jesus, we don't want to go that way. We'll move. Why? Okay, that's really frustrating. Why won't it let me move there? We're going to move there. Begin a fight. They broke down the southeast wall. Okay, that is where we're heading then. Let's jump our way across these trees. Jump again. Down this way. Begin the fight. Okay. Continue. Oh, you're joking. Okay, fine. Jump. Yes. Let me jump over here. Really? Okay, fine. Well, let's just go there and then we'll run. Yeah. I hope I haven't got myself cornered here. They're going to be closing in. Does it really not let me jump around this obstacle? Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. We'll need to do this way. Wasted a couple turns there, but I think I still have the distance between us and them. I should be alright. Let's keep moving. There's a bit of rubble there. Keep running. Begin this fight. Begin the fight again. Okay, look, there's our way out. We are going to sprint across here. Let's go out of town here. Begin the fight. And let's just check where they got to. Have interest. So they're caught in the building somewhere. He's someone else. Is that the weapons shop? No, I don't think it is. And God only knows where he is. Oh look, there's that bit of rubble. This guy's close actually. Anyway, let's make our final escape. Out of the Citadel. You have eluded your enemies. Press any key. Curitan mechs have made a lightning raid on Pacifica. They have destroyed the Citadel. Some of the remnant of the Lyran Guard engaged the mechs. Your comrades are wiped out, but in the distraction, you manage to escape. Your friends from the Citadel, the ones who are still alive, are scattering, trying to avoid their executioners. You overhear scraps of shouted conversation. Who are they? What do they want? Curating invaders. They've destroyed our army. Where was Jedemiah? I don't know. Nobody's seen him. He's probably dead. You stand numb for a moment, contemplating what you've just overheard. An explosion behind you jars you back to reality, and you make up your mind as to the course of action. As to your course of action. Since the Citadel is overrun, there's no reason for you to hang around here. You realize that your only chance is to try to make it to the starport. Meet up with anyone you may know. Try to find out if your father is still alive and get a ride off this planet before it's too late.